My header here is from Canva. I made it on Canva. I used a Bitmoji to add this image of me, and it also has a hyperlink here to a video describing how my Blend page is set up so that students can click on that at the beginning of the course. I used some of the structures from the district pushed out courses, like these bars and lines. I just took those from the district pushed out courses because I thought they were fine. I didn't want to remake them. Just a quick perspective. I tried to make my Blend page as student friendly as possible and as easy to use as possible. I teach Algebra 1 and I teach to Gen Ed students, and I just thought it needed to be simple, clean, and very, very accessible. So that's kind of like where I'm coming from for my page. Now I have a welcome that I just introduced myself. I may change this to a video, but for now it's just written, and I have a Zoom here. Like on the first day, I have Zoom everywhere. So hopefully they will get to Zoom one way or another. I'm also sending out postcards to every single kid in my class with my name and my Zoom information and instructions for the first day. I know the district is doing this, but I'm doing it as well. I have the top of the page schedules and an agenda. Now I put the bell schedules here for student convenience, but this agenda, it serves as sort of the driving force of my classroom. I actually am envisioning students being able to access things through this agenda, but also through the modules. So I use the district buttons here. The Zoom link, Tech Help, and For Family are probably very similar. I just basically stole resources for these from the PD committee. The course modules takes you to the modules. So I envision some kids eventually wanting to do that. And so this is going to be connected to this in a couple of ways. One way is that each day of the week, oh, by the way, this is just a Google slide that I embedded. And each day is going to have a slide on here. And it's going to give you all this information over here, including what to do if you miss class, what homework you have, and a reminder, which the first week is just about remind. But it also has all the stuff we're going to do each day synchronously. Now, if a student doesn't come to class, then they will have access to anything that has a link, but they will not have access to anything that doesn't have a link. So they should know, and they'll be trained that, okay, on Tuesday, I need to do this, I need to look at that or do that, and I need to do this. So that's one way students can access the material. The other thing I'm going to point out is I put an emoji here, okay? And I just copied and pasted that from a Chrome extension. I have the Bitmoji Chrome extension and the Emoji Chrome extension, as well as some others. And those are really helpful for just pasting in wherever. It really helps to like make connections for kids. So if there's an eagle on this page on Tuesday, and there's a dinosaur for Wednesday, and so on, whatever you see there is going to correspond to the modules. So for Tuesday, the first day, there are eagles for everything. And there were 2 hyperlinks on that agenda. Well, there are 2 things underneath the first day block. Same thing for the next day. There are going to be 4 hyperlinks, and so there are 4 emojis with dinosaurs that correspond. So that is going to be how I set it up. Other things to consider is that I in my modules, I'm doing it day by day. So each text header, these text headers are one day or one class. Also, I just think from aesthetic appeal, like I think I just learned recently about the indent. When you write something new, you can click indent, and I feel like that really helps kids visually. You can unindent it. Anyway, y'all can play with that. But that's just one thing. For a systematic, well, sort of in my brain, I have set up a system for myself. If it is not yet indented, then it is not complete by me. That is telling me, the teacher, I need to work on that. Whether or not it's published or not, I'm going to unpublish some stuff before the start of the school year. But regardless, if it's indented, I'm done. It's ready to take to students. So after day 3, I need to look back at, even though I have stuff, I need to look back at some of that curriculum before it is published and used by students. So what I'm envisioning is that kids who come to synchronous class, I am actually going to present a slide deck to them. So the first day slide deck here, eventually it is also going to have this slide embedded in it as well. So kids who come to class, they don't necessarily need to be staring at their Blend page. They can be staring at their Zoom screen where I will be projecting different slides to guide us through these activities, including I will also project this agenda page for them to see. And then I will also kind of train them, like if you need to go back, this agenda page is also on Blend, or you can go to the modules. So that's kind of how I set up my classroom. On the bottom, I also included some stuff about communicating with me, how to get on Remind. I hyperlinked a video here from Remind that you can just steal from them to give kids directions how to use Remind. That's basically it. That's the structure of my class. If you want more information about anything that I'm doing or anything that you see, I'd be happy to talk to you or give you templates or whatever. I bought this template, by the way, from Teachers Pay Teachers for like $2, just because I didn't want to take the time to make my own, and then I just edited it a little bit. That's all I really have for the structure of my Blend page. Thanks, guys. Hope this was helpful.